Let's now talk about how you become a mutual fund distributor. So just like there is a long history of individual agents for LIC, the insurance company, there's a long history of agents representing one mutual fund called UTI, Unit Trust of India, which was a government entity but now is a listed company. But anyway, so there's a long history of individuals being agents for a mutual fund. Since then, however, the model has evolved, and instead of being agent for one company, you now get to be a broker for multiple companies, which means you're still an agent representing them, but for multiple companies. So you can become an individual MFD. In common usage, they're actually referred to as IFAs, which stands for Individual Financial Advisors, although technically they can't be called financial advisors anymore. So technically, they are individual MFDs, but the industry calls them IFAs, just so you know. So that's individual MFDs. Separate to individual, you can have non-individual MFDs, and these are all the legal structures that you can set up. So you can start as a partnership, in partnership with somebody else. You can also form a company, so a private limited company. And then if you're big enough, you can also form a public limited company. But let's look at private limited companies. So basically, you can set up with other shareholders and other directors and become a regional distributor in one part of India or a national distributor. So this is what companies are referred to again in the industry. In terms of structure, a company can also be a subsidiary of a larger institution like a bank or a non-banking financial corporation or NBFC. So legal structures is one way of segmenting the MFDs. Another way of segmenting MFDs is through the types of clients that they serve. So clients are divided into 3 or 4 sort of categories depending on how much money they are worth, so net worth, or how much money they have investable, or how much money they are putting with the firm. So there are various definitions, so you have to look up in terms of what they're referring to. The global usage is through net worth, which is basically assets minus liabilities, excluding your primary residence. So using that definition, there is the retail or the mass segment, which is where the net worth is less than $100,000. There is the wealth management or the priority sort of segment, or the affluent segment it's called, between $100,000 and $1 million net worth. And anything over $1 million of net worth is called high net worth. And over 30 million, it's called ultra high net worth. So that's the globally accepted way of segmenting clients. In India, people tend to have much lower minimums. So anything up to 10 lakhs is called retail. Anything between 10 lakhs and say a few crores is called affluent. And anything over sometimes 1 crore, sometimes 5 crores is called high net worth. So you may want to see interviews with various CEOs to see how they segment. So we've talked about how MFDs can be segmented by legal structure, so individual and non-individual, and by client segment.